Mid-year assignment. School shoes. Yes. I woke up on the morning of the 8th with a vivid dream from the night before. In the dream, yes, I was waking alongside a well-known educational activist, someone dedicated to influence children to go to school and study. Together, we were handing over school shoes to disadvantaged children that were desperately in need of those shoes. In that dream, I questioned God. Now I always questioned him, guys. I even said I interrogate him. That's how it is. In that dream, I said, God, the timing, I asked about the timing. I'm like, it's in the middle of the year. It's July. Usually school shoes campaigns happens in January when schools open here in South Africa. For those who are not South Africans that are following me, yes. But God's response was clear in that dream. He said, this is an ongoing campaign, and you need to start right now. I'm like, wow, and it was like, you may think it's in the middle of the year, there are no kids that need shoes, but there are kids there that still need shoes. When you don't see, I know when there's a need. And one thing that I know, God doesn't bring something when there's no need. I don't want to lie. I have seen that when God brings something, there is a need. He knows that there is a need. So that dream, as I was saying, that I was waking alongside the educational activist Bom Sandwa. I'm not saying that I need to work with him, but in that dream, God was showing me what he needed things to be done or needed me to do. So what I'm asking for is for people to partner with me into doing this, because I can't do it alone. I just finished a blanket drive last month. Imagine, God, it's like I'm like one assignment after another. It's like now it's like you got me, So even the blanket drive was successful because there were people who were willing to give, to donate, So even when it comes to this, you may think it's in the middle of the year, as much as I was thinking on the questioning God, but it was like, there are kids that are of need of these shoes. Don't think of what you see when you don't know. God always know that there is a need. One thing that I know, because I always see when he gives me dreams, I might think, look at this person, this is what is happening in their life, but he will give me a dream, that I don't even have to analyze. But when I get to that person and I find that, there is indeed, so God knows. So what I'm asking is for people to partner with me. I will make a poster. I will do it like almost every day. The same way that I was doing when it comes to blanket drive. We need to get these shoes. I know there is someone out there, and for these shoes, I was handing them to the village. Like I was in the village, the same way I saw Sandra in Venda, going to these schools and all these kind of things. I was with him there in the village. I'm not saying that I'm going to Venda, but God showed me the need where these shoes are needed. It's in the village. I'm not saying in township there's no need, but that's how he was directing me. In the village there is a need. So I want you guys to partner with me into running this campaign. On my own, I cannot do it. God knows that. On my own, I cannot do it. I need people to work with me. Even when Nehemiah was called to rebuild the walls in Jerusalem, he needed people. He needed manpower to build with him. God gave him this burden, but in his own he couldn't do it. He needed people that were willing to work with him. So even when it comes to me, guys, I cannot do it alone. It's a mid-year assignment. I have to fulfill it. One thing that I know and I like to do, it's when it comes to my obedience, is that I don't question. I don't think I will do it next time. I don't postpone. When God tells me to do something, I do it. Even when it comes to messages, I don't think twice. When he say share this message, share these dreams, I don't think twice. However people will respond, or I will get the backlash and all these kind of things. My obedience to God is very important. That's something I rather obey God than a man. That's something that I do. So what I'm asking here is for you to partner with me in this campaign. Blessed is those who give than those who receive. And we know that the Lord always gives the seed to the sower, and the bread to the eater. That's how it's happened. Thank you.